Hi guys. So today I am going to attempt to start trying to record myself making me some healthier choices because I've been struggling with arthritis and inflammation and just all of those different types of things, and some friends of mine who are vegan like Gigi, hey Jemai, have, kind of send me recipes here and there, and I've been trying them. Some of them have been epic fails, but I keep trying. But because I love, love, love the smell of ginger root, I decided I wanted to try a couple of things with ginger root. So I started cooking with it, and it was just, it's taken over my life ever since. So right now, what I'm going to attempt to make is some lemon ginger tea today. So I have my crushed up ginger. I'm using, instead of jaggery or something like that, which is one recipe I saw, but some people didn't use that. They use like maple syrup or something if they wanted to, or even honey or agave syrup if they wanted to make it sweet. And this is probably a no-no, and anybody who gets to see this video can tell me otherwise, but I'm going to use cocoa sugar, and then of course turmeric, and I have some lemon juice here, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and 2 cups of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, heat my pot up so that I can go ahead and start mixing my ingredients. So like I said, this is my first time, my first attempt in making one of these videos. So here we go. So I'm going to see if I can show you what I do here. I heated up the pot a little bit here. So I'm going to put the 2 cups of water in here. So it's already warm, but I wanted the pot to be warm too, so that we could actually, it could already start to be boiling for time purposes. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of turmeric. And I can't find my spoon, so I'm going to use my half teaspoon spoon and just put 4 scoops in here, because that equals 2. Yeah, 2 is 1, and then 2 more is 2. So I'm going to put 4 of these in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's all the turmeric I'm going to use, which of course I've been using turmeric since I started having problems with inflammation and arthritis, to kind of help me with all. I read that turmeric was a good source, a natural way to help you with that. So now I'm going to let that simmer a little bit. Get me a spoon here to stir it around. I'll go ahead and add my cocoa sugar, my coconut sugar. Turn this up just a little bit. So right now, let me show you what it looks like. Right now, it's just getting a little film over the top. That's the turmeric. It likes to bubble up. Sometimes if you're not careful, it'll actually boil over. But with the turmeric, it needs to dissolve really good. So I'm going to let it kind of simmer for a while. I probably should have crushed my ginger so I wouldn't be impatient. So I'll take a pause and I'll come back. Or I can just show you some of the things that I have already on the ready. So what I'm going to do is, once that starts to boil, I'm going to add my lemon juice. And then my last ingredient will be my ginger. And then let that boil for a little bit. And since it's not that much of it, I'm probably going to store it in my Nifty Ninja container. Which is a thicker plastic. Plastic is probably not the best thing to put hot stuff into, but my daughter has used all of my mason jars for experiment purposes, so I don't know. I don't have any more glass things to use, so I'm going to be using plastic. But that's okay. We'll get it together. This is my first time. And anybody who watches this can tell me what my error was and how I should make it better. Or how I should just not do it at all, because I had all the ingredients wrong. I know that crushed black pepper is great to mix with turmeric because it has a better effect. It does what it needs to do better when you mix it with crushed black pepper. But we're still in quarantine right now, or stay in place, or shelter in place. And so I don't really just go to the store too much if I don't have to. And I already did a grocery order, so I'll do that and have that for the next video. Try the ground pepper, crushed ground pepper with the turmeric, and I might even use some powdered ginger next time. I don't know. But right now, oh, that's starting to look pretty good. Let me show you. It's looking pretty good. I know you hear it. Now turmeric does stain, so see how this spoon is a white color, but the turmeric is orange. So I actually looked at a video not too long ago of a lady who was making golden milk, and of course it's made of turmeric, and she actually just used turmeric and water, made the paste. And I actually did try a whipped turmeric drink, and it was an epic fail, for real. Like, I whipped it instead of boiling it like she did, and I probably should have boiled it because it helps it dissolve better, because you're supposed to whip until it's completely dissolved. And then once it's dissolved, then you put it in a container, and you can, on a daily basis, this helps people with their immunity and inflammation. On a daily basis, if you want to, you can put it in milk, hence golden milk, because you put it in the milk, stir it in, maybe put a little soy oil or something in it. And if you wanted it sweet, you could use agave oil or honey. I mean agave syrup or honey or something like that. But that's how you would make it. The golden milk is adding the milk. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to keep the paste, you can take like a half a teaspoon and just eat it. Some people prefer to do it like that. That's what the doctor was saying anyway, or that particular doctor. So now it's boiling, and see, I'm going to show you what turmeric does when it boils. See how it's trying to boil over there? So I'm going to turn it down some, because if it were tea bags in here, they would burst by now. And I really have grown to love tea leaves versus tea bags. So I'm going to go ahead and add my lemon juice. Slow down that boil a little bit. And now my final ingredient, my ginger. Just gonna take, it's not as crushed as I would like for it to be, but it's okay. I'm gonna add that, let you see what that looks like. And yes, I used like a ginger root that was probably about this big, because that's what, they said if you like it, then you should. And I like it, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the rest of this in here. And I'm going to stir it all together. Oh my God. That smells so good. I just love the smell of ginger. When ginger starts to just, even when you freshly cut it, it smells good. But to like let it cook, it just smells awesome. So I can't wait till this cools down to drink it. Right now, doesn't look very drinkable, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know how anybody else will, but hey, we'll see. Thanks.